On this week's episode, we find out who won the coveted 2017 Villain of the Year award. We get our first look at the future of Transformers. American Horror Story finally makes sense, and finally, there's going to be a sequel to Nightmare Before Christmas. On a side note, I'm actually starting a new company. Nerf Report, Pitchforks, and Torches. When Hollywood execs go too far and insist on ruining your childhood memories, don't go to Twitter to air your grievances. Do it the old-fashioned way. Form a mob and use your Nerf Report, Pitchforks, and Torches to say you've had enough. Head on over to nerfreport.com where you can buy one today. All this and much, much more on this week's episode of the Nerf Report.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the Nerf Report. My name is Bryant, Chappel, and let's get straight into this week's news. This week, Paramount's upcoming Transformers spin-off about everyone's favorite yellow Camaro finally started production. The Bumblebee spin-off will take place in the year of 1987, where the Autobot Bumblebee finds refuge in a junkyard as a broken-down yellow Volkswagen Beetle. The movie's main character, Charlie, played by Haley Steinfeld, is turning 18, and for her first car, she discovers Bumblebee, and only to be catapulted into the massive world of Transformers. The film is currently slated for a December 21st, 2018 release, and honestly, the director in charge of this is the same guy that did the stop-motion Kubo and the Two Strings, and that movie was badass. The most recent Transformer film was Transformers The Last Night, which released this year and made $568 million worldwide. Bumblebee is the first of many spin-offs that Paramount has plans for the Transformers cinematic universe. In total, the Transformer franchise has grossed $3.7 billion worldwide. So how will the solo Bumblebee flick fare when it comes to the box office? Well, Paramount's not taking any chances. In fact, they just announced a very high-profile celebrity is joining the cast. Who is it? Really? You want to know? Well,
His name is John Cena!
that's right, the 16-time WWE World Champion, Doctor of Thugonomics, is joining the cast of Transformers Bumblebee. John Cena has compiled a very impressive list of acting cameos and appearances over the last few years, including films like Daddy's Home, Sisters, Trainwreck. However, he has recently starred in movies as well, like The Wall. And honestly, if the only John Cena movie you've seen is The Marine, trust me, he's come a very long way since that movie. But let's be real, the stars of the Transformers films are the Decepticons and the Autobots, so really we don't need John Cena, but Paramount has a history of signing on A-list celebrities to kind of give it more of a excitement when it comes to viewers. That's why we had Shia LaBeouf, we had Mark Wahlberg, and now we've got John Cena, which leads to the question, who would win in a fight? Mark Wahlberg, John Cena.
Mark Wahlberg? Mark Wahlberg's like 150 pounds. I'm 250 lean. I look like Mark Wahlberg ate Mark Wahlberg.
If you're a member of PlayStation Plus or Xbox Games with Gold subscription services, well, get ready, because these games are about to get added to your backlog. Xbox owners will receive Slime Ranchers, the Rage Quit-inducing Trials Fusion, Bayonetta, and Red Faction Armageddon. PlayStation 4 owners can look forward to Just Cause 3 and Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry. PlayStation 3 owners will receive Super Motherload and Downwell, while Vita owners will receive Downwell and Level 22. Honest question, do people still play the Vita? Fans of Rick and Morty got an awesome treat this week, and it came in the form of a certain McDonald's 1990s dipping sauce. Any fan of Rick and Morty can tell you that Rick is obsessed with the 1998 Szechuan dipping sauce that was actually a tie-in to the Disney movie Mulan.
I'll go out and I'll find some more of that Mulan Szechuan teriyaki dipping sauce, Morty. Because that's what this is all about, Morty. That's my one-armed man. I'm not driven by avenging my dead family, Morty. That was fake. I'm driven by finding that McNugget sauce.
Well, this week, Rick and Morty creators Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland received a special care package from McDonald's themselves. The care package included a message that said, "Justin, we finally did it. It took months, but we finally brought back some Szechuan sauce. We'll spare you the physics, but turns out dimension C1998M is a dimension where it's always 1998. 1998 every day. No smartphones, no social media. It's a weird, scary place, but they've got Szechuan sauce on the regular menu. So here we are with some precious cargo. The Szechuan sauce you remember, and some souvenirs from some of the dimensions we tried along the way. We wish we could have brought back more sauce though, but we couldn't risk keeping the portal like that open. Think about it. If you knew in 1998 that McDonald's would have all-day breakfast in 2017, would you really stay in 1998? Of course not. If we left that portal open, it would be puka shells, bucket hats, and boy bands as far as the eye could see. It's too risky, even for a sauce as delicious as this. A few lucky fans will also get to experience the glory, but the first bottle in this dimension is for you. Stay swifty, Chef Mike. In recent years, this might be the coolest thing that McDonald's has ever done. But what really shocked me in this entire story was there's a petition on change.org demanding that McDonald's brings back the Szechuan sauce for all of America. At the time of filming this, the petition had about 37,000 supporters. And really, with the Disney remake of the live-action Mulan, honestly, this sauce is probably coming back. Like, McDonald's probably wasn't planning on it, but with the success of Rick and Morty, I gotta say, this is bound to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 2017 Nerf Award ceremony. Please welcome to the stage, Bryant Chappel.
Thank you. I am honored to be here at the Nerfies to announce the 2017 Villain of the Year. For those of you unaware, the Villain of the Year award goes to the individual that literally just makes us want to say, fuck you. Without further ado, here are your nominees for the 2017 Villain of the Year.
Little pig, little pig!
Negan, The Walking Dead.
Me in. He said, suck my nuts!
In case you haven't caught on, I just slid my dick down your throat, and you thanked me for it.
Dr. Neo Cortex, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. The Demogorgon, Stranger Things. Frank Underwood, House of Cards.
And casualty. I've always loathed the necessity of sleep. Like death, it puts even the most powerful men on their backs.
Healess, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you.
GameStop, the next blockbuster.
Do you hear that?
Weird.
I don't know, Mikey. Word on the street is you're a rat.
Yeah, we don't do business with rats.
No, we don't.
This is a Python hand cannon. Oh!
Dude,
Too much?
that was my burrito.
And the winner is GameStop.
This is GameStop's 5th Nerfie and the 4th time winning Villain of the Year.
Congratulations are in order. GameStop, you really deserved this one this year. Unfortunately, nobody here from GameStop is here to claim their Nerfie. This year, they announced that all of their employees will have to work on Thanksgiving. Typically, in the past, GameStop has been closed the day before Black Friday, but well, they said, hey, this year we're going to open it and ruin a family holiday. Now, granted, yes, segment's over. It's not the fact that they're not allowed to do this. They're a business. If they want to choose to be open on Thanksgiving, hell, it's their prerogative. They can do it. If the employees don't like it, well, they can find a new job. They can quit. I completely understand that. What my problem is Thanksgiving has typically been a day where we just take off from worrying about sales. Like, we worry about the next day, Black Friday. That's the big day to go shopping. But now, when I'm listening to my uncle or my relatives tell me really stupid political arguments, I'm going to be distracted because I'm going to be like, man, am I going to get that Switch? Am I going to get GTA for like $9.99? Am I going to be able to buy a VR headset? If you're watching, honey, Christmas is coming. But in reality, it's just like, come on, guys. You could take one day off and close your stores. But you're not going to. Thanks for ruining Thanksgiving. 25 years after the release of Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, we're finally getting a sequel. And luckily, it's not another claymation, and it's definitely not a live-action remake. No, we are getting a manga comic book. Manga publisher Tokyo Pop will be publishing a follow-up to Nightmare Before Christmas, titled Nightmare Before Christmas: Zero's Journey. The manga comic will tell the story of Jack Skellington's beloved dog Zero as he loses his way in Christmas Town. The manga comic is being written by DJ Milky, and Studio Dice will be doing the artwork. Tokyo Pop is shooting for a spring 2018 launch, and honestly, I'm really glad this is not a fully fledged remake. I think a comic form or a literary form is perfect for Nightmare Before Christmas. When you start messing with classics, that's when you start pissing people off. And let me tell you, Nightmare Before Christmas has some of the most insane and rabid fans out there. Trust me, you don't want to piss this chick off.
Nightmare Before Christmas in one take. Let's do this. Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange?
Green kidnap the Santa Claus, tie him in a bag, throw him in the ocean and see if he is sad, because Mr. Oogie Boogie is the meanest guy around. If I were on his boogie list, I'd get out of town.
And then it's over. I'm done.
Activision's remake of Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy is selling ridiculously well. It is only available on the PlayStation 4 currently, and it has spent the entire month of July as the #1 game in North America. However, it's being speculated that the game is a timed exclusive for PlayStation, and it might be releasing on the Xbox and PC devices very soon. Recently on Twitter, a UI artist for the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy let leak these images of Crash Bandicoot running with actual Xbox action items. So instead of the standard X, circle, triangle, square that you see on a PlayStation, you see the X, A, B, and Y buttons appearing on the bottom of the screen. As if that wasn't enough, a Hungarian retailer let leak on their website the box art for an Xbox One Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, along with a release date of December 8th of 2017. While nothing has been confirmed, this seems like a no-brainer for Activision if it is truly a timed exclusive. It's only a matter of time before Crash sends Xbox fanboys rage-quitting and crying to their moms. Not that that's what I did. I think there's proof out there I did not cry to my mom. I rage-quitted. I didn't cry to my mom. American Horror Story debuted in 2011, and since that day, it has become my favorite show of all time. Honestly, there's nothing like this on television. Each season is its own miniseries. It has its own story arc, a beginning, a middle, and an end, and there's no stupid cliffhanger at the end of the season. It literally just ends the story, and you have to deal with that. That's the end of the story. The cast has primarily remained the same since day one, despite a few departures from the show. But each season, the actors and the actresses on the show perform brand new characters, brand new roles, and have new personalities. American Horror Story primarily centralizes around fear and horror, but it does take inspiration from the real world. The show started with season 1 titled The Murder House, which told the story of a haunted house where those who deceased in the house were forever trapped in the home, forced to wander the halls forever. Season 2, The Asylum, in which fans were transported to the 1960s at Briarcliff Mental Institution Facility. There were aliens, demons, corrupt religious institutions, and this really weird dance scene.
Judy, Judy, bo booty, banana, fana, fo foodie, fee, fi, mo moody. Judy.
In my opinion, this one scene is the biggest blemish of American Horror Story. Why'd you have to do it? Season 3 was titled The Coven, or as I like to say it, the most badass season of all time. Took us to New Orleans, where we met the descendants of the witches from the Salem witch trials. We found out that the witches from the Salem witch trials founded an all-girl boarding school to protect individuals with unique bloodlines. Season featured New Orleans local voodoo queen Marie Laveau and the murderous Delphine Lalaurie. Season 4 was the freak show in which American Horror Story took us to Jupiter, Florida, where a failing freak show was being led by Elsa Mars, who is struggling to accept her failing career in entertainment. The freak show had everything that you could possibly want: a bearded woman, conjoined twins, a three-breasted woman, and an insane murdering clown named Twisty. Season 5 went gaga in Hotel. Lady Gaga appeared in this season as the Countess, and honestly, when this season first aired, I absolutely hated it. But when it came on Netflix, I gave it a second chance and I rewatched every episode, and this is easily one of the most darkest seasons I have ever seen. Season 6, titled Roanoke, which wins the award for the most unique American Horror Story yet, tells us the story of My Roanoke Nightmare, which we are catapulted into a cursed house that is haunted by the settlers of Roanoke Colony. The story had a reality TV show retelling, which makes it very unique and very compelling, and honestly, Kathy Bates scared the shit out of me in this season. Don't mess with the butcher. Back in 2014, American Horror Story creator Ryan Murphy revealed a bombshell during his interview with Entertainment Weekly when he announced that every single season is connected. In the interview, Ryan Murphy said they're all connected. We are just beginning to tell you how they are connected. They are all very separate, but there's clues in every season that we're now telling you how the different worlds are intertwined. Since that interview, American Horror Story fans have tried to figure out exactly how these seasons are intertwined. How are the women of the Coven connected to the freak show? How is the freak show connected to the murder house? And what the hell does this dance scene have to do with anything? Since we are literally a month away from the upcoming debut of episode 1 of season 7, titled The Cult, well, Ryan Murphy let it leak a little more of exactly how they're all connected. Ryan Murphy posted this photo over on Instagram. The photo includes a list of the 9 circles of hell, along with the corresponding seasons of American Horror Story. 9 Circles of Hell, of course, is a reference to Dante's Inferno, in which Dante proceeds to journey through hell and travels through the individual 9 circles of hell, each one designed to torture perpetrators for each sin of eternity. And as he progresses further and further into hell, the circles get worse and worse and worse. Seasons 1 Murder House makes sense as the limbo or purgatory, as the spirits are unable to leave the house. Season 2 Asylum did tell us the story of the Catholic Church's fraudulent methods. Season 3's Coven was a non-stop battle for superiority, filled with tons of treachery. Season 4 Freak Show told the story of Elsa Mars' greed. Season 5 Hotel was the story of gluttony, of sex, murder, and primal needs. Season 6 Roanoke was filled with anger from all parties. And while we know very little of the upcoming 7th season of American Horror Story, The Cult, we can only assume that, well, yeah, heresy, lust, and violence, yeah, all 3 of those will probably be in that season. American Horror Story being a modern-day retelling of Dante's Inferno makes my love for this show just skyrocket even higher than it already is. The fact that Ryan Murphy is Virgil and we, the audience, are Dante exploring the 9 circles of hell is awesome, but the one downside to this is that there's 9 circles. We're on season 7, which means after this season, we're only getting 2 more. Not a big deal, but I guess I'll just have to binge watch the seasons for like the 10th time. That is it for this week's episode. If you like what you saw, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more Nerf Report, head on over to our channel or subscribe to be alerted when new videos are posted. My name is Bryant Chappel. You are you. More importantly, this is the Nerf Report.
Are you listening? Damn.